So Jeff, you wanted to talk about something else too.
Yeah, I was curious if you guys if you're one of these couples, because I've heard of these couples that, kind of celebrate April Fool's Day. It's just April Fool's during the week. If you guys maybe, Aaron switches out the coffee on you, Karen, or if you pop out his prescription lenses or something in his glasses. If you guys maybe just do a little something on April Fool's.
We don't.
No.
No.
Was there any history? Like maybe Aaron, you tried early on, and she was like, "Look, if you want this to go any further, you stop it right now." Is there any of that?
I think that was the second conversation we had.
Okay. Okay. Was that before or after the manicotti?
That was before the manicotti. Yeah, before the manicotti incident.
Oh, wow.
The manicotti incident is a good story, but yeah, that's one of those. Yeah. Save for a later date, but
okay.
Yeah, this was really early on in our thing where we didn't. I was pretty aggressive when I was a younger guy. Very aggressive.
Can you imagine that?
Very aggressive man.
No,
not at all. No. And yeah, Karen set me straight right off the bat of how I needed to treat her. So it never entered my mind to prank her so much.
Yeah.
Little stuff here and there, but something that she could retaliate very quickly was acceptable. But that was it. Not like grandiose deception, because that's kind of off the table.
I don't see too many videos of husbands pranking their wives. It's more like boyfriends pranking their girlfriends, and I think that's
probably
there's
why.
probably a reason.
Probably why.
Very good reason for that. Yes.
I call her my wife, but she's technically my fiance. We've been together a long time, and then we've got 2 kids together. And then once we had the first one, just everyone started referring to us as husband and wife, so we just kind of went with it.
I still do. I still call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's my fiance, and there was an April Fool's a few years back where she told me she was pregnant, and it was just kind of
was this
like,
before your first?
It was after.
Okay.
It was after. He might have been like 2.
Okay.
But it caught me off guard. Like we had talked about having another one.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, this past April Fool's, just a few days ago, she broke up with me.
What?
As an April Fool's Day prank.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm so sorry, man. How'd you take it?
She was very convincing.
Oh, crap.
She sounded like a woman that when you've made up your mind, Karen, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's no turning back. That's what she sounded like.
And you didn't call me. I'm a little bit.
Well, okay, because there was an hour. There was an hour because I thought, she was just playing around, joking like she always does. She doesn't always like joke about breaking up, but she's like, what if you find someone better? Stop. But this time, I mean, I felt the conversation take a turn to get serious.
Ooh.
And thinking back on it now and kind of how she was acting, she was actually trying to keep herself from laughing, I guess.
Oh, God.
But the conversation just went in a direction where I started to get upset.
Oh, no.
Because of potentially what could happen after.
Yeah. Yeah.
What our next move was going to be.
Yeah.
And I started to get upset. So I got up and I walked out of the room. I took a shower. And then I hung out with our son in the room and I helped him just practice on his drawing a little bit. I just give her some space. I needed some space. She came in the room. I left the room. I was just like, I don't know what's going on here. From what she was telling me and how she sounded, I was not going to be able to convince this woman.
Oh, no.
Dude. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm cleaning dishes. And she comes in the kitchen. She goes, "Hey, honey, what day is today?" I was like, yeah. And she had this big old smile on her face.
Oh, good.
I was like, you got me. It's so crazy because like all day long I was reading stories like Russell Wilson traded to the Chicago Bears, LeBron James out for the season, John Jones and Dana White worked out a deal to where he's fighting again in the UFC. And I'm like, no, this is April Fools. Come on, this is stupid. But my fiance comes home from work, breaks up with me at the dinner table. And I'm like, no.
At the dinner table?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
in the middle of
Come
Were the
on, and
kids
you
there?
didn't-
in the middle of eating dinner.
Were the kids there?
Yeah, they were around.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't pick up on this.
Sometimes, believe it or not, Karen, I can be a little gullible.
And I thought he was the one with the emotional
Thimble?
thimble.
Emotional well of a thimble. That's not an emotional well, honey bun. He was heartbroken.
Crushed
Crushed.
for an hour.
Yeah. That's
It
a
probably
long,
wasn't even that long. However long it took me to shower and then like draw a couple pictures with my son.
yeah, probably like 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
But it felt like
Maybe
an
a half
eternity,
hour.
didn't it?
It did. Actually, it felt more like 4 hours.
Oh man.
Sopan, you're cruel.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it, but wow. Didn't expect. I would never think she would go to that level. I mean, I know her, and
Yeah.
that would be
She was telling me, she's like, the whole car ride home, I was thinking about it and how if I was going to be able to get through it with a straight face
Yeah.
and all this stuff. Man.
So is that the best prank that you've been
Oh, yeah.
by far the best prank you've been pranked on?
And at the same time, the most effed up prank,
Oh yeah. I've seen those
It's like we're
pranks
breaking up and I'm taking both the kids. And
Yeah.
yeah. Like, no, you're not.
That's pretty.
I saw those boyfriend girlfriend things once and I saw one where it looked like this couple were trying to kill themselves on pranks that they were doing to each other. Some lady had put like squirted oil right outside the shower stall, all over the floor, and then she was at the the vanity or whatever, and doing whatever, and he was getting all excited, right? And so he steps out and immediately just crashes, right? Stepping right out into that oil, just whoosh, and it looked like he probably would have broke his back if he would have been any older. I mean, it was
Whoa, that's cruel.
that's cruel stuff,
Wow.
man. Cruel pranks, like not even nice.
I think the cruelest thing I've ever done to her
Oh, no.
is when we first got our first apartment with our son, and I hid in the guest. We were getting ready to leave, and I snuck into the main bathroom shower and just stood there for however long I needed to stay there. I could hear her asking our son where I was. He's like, I don't know, maybe he went outside. He's like 2, 3 at the time. Looking around. And then she finally came in the bathroom, turned on the light, and I jumped out and I scared her, and she hid.
Payback.
Yeah.
It's coming your way.
She got me. Yeah.
That was a Kobe moment, wasn't it?
Nearly 3 years in the making.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so April Fools.
It's like after you are like, you have like a near-death experience,
Mm-hmm.
like after that, you appreciate things a little more. Kind of felt like that.
So you're very appreciative of what you have right now,
I mean, I was before.
but is it heightened? Is it
Yeah.
elevated now?
Yeah. Hey, if you feel like your lover doesn't appreciate you,
Oh, don't give that advice. Don't do it.